Every week we go out as football fans and then we watch football, and players and coaches sometimes or most times makes most of the headline. But do you know who else who makes the headline? Referees. Premier League referees, to be like emphasis on them, because it hardly has a week go by that we don't have a Premier League referee or a refereeing decision making the headline. It hardly has since last season. If I can remember, since last season, I won't even talk the inconsistency of the refereeing decision over the years. But since last season and since the introduction of VAR, I think there has been this spike or upward spiral in the inconsistency and decision making of the referees in the Premier League. I'll give you instances of where and when the referees has impacted the game in a good way or in a bad way, but in a bad way most especially. But before then, first of all, welcome back to the channel. This is Papi Knows Football and I'm your host, Fine Papi. Well, if you have been an OG fan of the channel, you have been watching the channel for a while, you know what I normally say at this point: like the video, because it goes a long way to recommending this video to a lot of football audience in YouTube. And then it signifies to YouTube that we are doing something right here, and YouTube kind of helps us and then pushes the content out, and then we get bigger. And I have a goal to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and you know what to do. At the end of the video, you find value in it and you want to see more of me, make sure you click that subscribe button and then turn on the notification bell. So let's get back to the video. So football referee errors can indeed impact the game or outcome of a game. First of all, let's use an example, which is Arsenal. Last 2 weeks, if I can remember, against Brighton, Arsenal, Declan Rice got a red card. Why? For kicking the ball, because he already has a yellow card, but he got a red card and another yellow card for kicking the ball. Why? There was the referee blew his whistle. And then fast forward to last week against Arsenal versus Manchester, the same thing occurred with Leon Trossard. Did I pronounce his name right? Trossard. You know who I'm talking about. The same thing occurred with Trossard. You might say yes, there are being consistency. Some Arsenal fans might say the referee is being against them. Well, I don't know. But what I can say is that a lot of people said, or there was occasions or situation in that same match that Trossard was given a red card for kicking the ball when the referee has blew his whistle. I think Jeremy Doku and then Bernardo Silva equally did the same thing, and no red card was given to them. I think the referee decision has been killing the game for a while now. I could go back to a situation that happened with my own club. Obviously, there was a penalty that was supposed to be given against Chelsea. The Princess Somerville and Wesley Fofana, when Wesley Fofana was dragging Princess Somerville, that was a clear penalty. I'm a Chelsea fan, but I can tell you that was a clear penalty. If I'm telling you that by next week another player will commit such foul, and that incident or occasion will be given as a penalty. Well, let me look at my notes. So I have some list of things that the referees do, some common errors they do. So here are some referee decisions or referee moments that can ruin a game or can change an outcome of a game. I just have 3, but if you have more, help me get it down in the comment section. I'll keep in touch with you. So number 1 is missed calls. So this is a situation where a referee may miss important foul, penalties, or offside call that can directly affect the outcome of a game. These missed calls can lead to unfair advantage for one's team and disadvantage for others. I think as a football fan, we have seen this a lot of times, especially the Premier League. And why I'm using the Premier League especially is because this is something we have seen happen time in, time out. I think there is no special team or a team that is being favored differently, which a lot of people have that ideology that there are teams that the Premier League are trying to favor and there are teams that the Premier League are not trying to favor. Because I'm telling you that this is the same inconsistent refereeing we see week in, week out. Like, I know you as a fan, you have seen a lot of situations where a foul would have been given, the ref didn't call for the foul, or a foul didn't even happen, and the ref called for the foul. And a perfect example of a situation like this that happened recently, I am sure that everyone could remember, is the Chelsea versus West Ham game. That referee, Christensen Somerville and Wesley Fofana incident was meant to be a clear penalty for West Ham, and we are tuning up. What would that? What was that situation? What was that? What would that have done to the game? It would have changed the mindset of the players. It would have shown them, okay, we have one goal now, we could go for more. But that penalty was denied. Instead, it was given a free kick at a very far distance. Honestly, I was surprised because I was seriously expecting a penalty, and I know that if they have gotten that penalty, it would have changed the whole dynamic of the game, and that wasn't given. And it surely do break the Western players. And the second one is the inconsistent officiating, and this is where I have problem with the referees. So, this is where referee make inconsistent call throughout a game. It can create confusion and frustration among players and coaches, among fans as well. The inconsistency can disrupt the flow of the game and impact the fairness of the competition. I think this is the talking point of this whole situation. Now, my problem is not making a rule. My problem is making a rule this week and making another one next week. Premier League is the only league which is the only league I'm watching, Sha. It's the only league which I know that if an incident, like, let me use the Chelsea West Ham incident again, an incident of that Christensen Somerville and Wesley Fofana. Number one, let me say, if I was a West Ham fan and that was done to us, I would be fuming. Like, we'll be calling for the referee's neck. We know how it can be. If reverse was to be the case and that penalty was denied for Chelsea, we'll be calling for the referee's neck. Now, what I'm trying to say is that situation or that incident wasn't given as a penalty, and I'm telling you, come next week, week 6 of the Premier League, the same incident or anytime else or anytime that same situation happens, I'm telling you, the referee will call it a penalty. And that's the problem with the whole English referee, because you do something this week and next week you do a totally different thing. The whole inconsistency in their officiating is like, it amuses me, it amazes me. And this is not, like I said, it's not something one club is being favored. It's going around. If you don't touch Arsenal this week, you will touch Chelsea next week. If not Chelsea, then it's Man U. If not Man U, then Man City. If not Man City, then Newcastle. This has been the case. So I don't think any Premier League club or any club is free from the bad referee decision. I think it's like every club having their kryptonite. Like Chelsea is Anthony Taylor. Anytime we have Anthony Taylor, definitely we are losing. Arsenal is Mike Dean. I don't know, Mike Dean maybe has a problem with Arsenal, but I'm joking. So let's get to the last and the final thing in my list, which is incorrect decisions. This is a situation where the ref may make incorrect decision based on their judgment or interpretation of a situation. This decision can result in goals being disallowed. Yeah, this is like situations where like someone scores a good goal and is being given offside, and referees calling for a penalty when it's not. And this has been the case, and I think this situation, and I think the worst part is like the incorrect decision. You could understand because they are humans, because as human beings, I think referees are not robots, so which I think is not even much of a problem, which is still a problem but not much of a problem. Humans make mistakes, you get me? But my problem is just the inconsistency in carrying out the rule. You get me? The inconsistency, that's all. Because the Man City Arsenal game where Trossard was sent off for kicking the ball, I think Jeremy Doku and what's his name, Bernardo Silva actually did the same thing. And if we are to salvage or save this game from the angle is going, I think the referee and the officiating and the VAR and anybody, the governing bodies making those decisions of the on-field decisions have a very big role to play. Because the way this is going, I don't know what will become of this game in few years to come. Well, that's all. At this point, I would like to get your thoughts on this. Tell me what you think about the referee decision over the years, especially over the past 1 year, because that's where has been the most concerning part. Because that's sorry about that. Just tell me what you think about this, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. You go.